I would have to. I guess I would have to truly honor my own brother, Donald Mercado. He's my actual brother, and just because, I was always, obviously I'm always around him, and I always get to learn off of him, and I always get to look up to him. So when he handed over the torch to me to be the chapter head of our area, Lakeland, he always kept being that guy for me still. Even when he was away in college, he always kept checking up on me. He always kept guiding me, not just in the youth, but in life in general. And he made me become, I guess, a better version of myself.
I'm gonna honor Mickey Mercado. Even though I haven't known him for, we haven't been friends for years and years. Ever since we met, he's just always been there to help me grow in my faith and help me grow as a person and just challenge my faith and help me learn more about God. And I also feel like he reflects God's love and God's compassion and understanding through not only his words and actions, but to also how he treats other people and how he respects others. And that's something I really like.
And then there's my brother, where my whole CFC youth, I was under him. I was like the younger one. He's only a year older than me, but throughout my CFC youth life, I aspired to be like him because he really knew what everything, all the events were for. Although he was like always hyper and he was always like loud, it was because he was praising to God, and it wasn't because he was trying to impress anybody. It was also always because he wanted to lift his spirit up to God. So.
I'd like to honor Jamie Vergara from West Palm because even though we're literally like North and South Florida, we always find time for each other, and having a friend whose relationship with God is well put and is there. She's always there for me, and like whenever I ask for advice, she always mentions God and what I should do according to my faith. And it's something you don't really get a lot with friends in school, so I'd like to honor Kate for that.
Probably Jessie, sort of, because she joined the youth, and then like a couple months after, that was when Mike, Donald, and Lady, it was their time. Like their time was up. So then they couldn't find any other girl, So who was gonna be Mikey's partner? So that year, Jessie joined. And then a couple months after, Durrani was like, "Hey, you're gonna lead Lakeland." So she was really confused, Like no one was really there to mentor her, And then so I led Mikey to like lead a lot of the things by himself. So like during the camp the camp that they led, a lot of times it'd be Mikey up there and Jessie would be to the side. So she was still learning, And like now she's leading Lakeland. This is like their second year already. And like a lot of people look up to her, and especially me, because she goes through a lot. And even though for a young age, and like the fact that, of course we have school, she's a sophomore in high school, and she's leading Lakeland. She's getting calls all the time, like about this event, about that event. And then her parents are also the couple coordinators. So also that's, I'm really happy, for them, because they have a blessed family, like their daughter is the head of Lakeland, and then the parents are, the couple coordinators. So like their family's really like Christ-centered. That's what I like about them. So I really like have respect for Justin.
I'd like to honor Brandon Cuevas because he's always there for me. He's like, when I'm nervous or something, he would say, "It's all right, you can get through this. God's got your back, I got your back." And he's a really good chapter head. And he's just a really good person in general.
I would like to say thank you to so
thank you, Mom, for always being there for me, even when it seems like I'm always distant or if I'm always distracted. I just want to say that I love you. And I always appreciate what you do for me, even the small things that you do for me.
I want to say thank you to my dad because, he's been there for me literally since I was born. And so I never really realized how much of an impact that he's made in my life. Ever since I was little, I would take him for granted. He was just my dad. Like without him, I wouldn't have been born. And so, when I was younger, I would just take him for granted. I would say, "Oh, he's my dad. He takes me to places. He takes me to school, takes me to my parents' house." But then, as I got older, I realized that he's so much more than that. I realized that, he's a man trying to grow in his faith, even as he grows older. He's someone who is constantly challenged by life, constantly challenged by trials, by people, yet he still is very strong in his faith. And his commitment to his faith and his service to not only CFC, but also the church, it just inspires me to just grow as a leader and be a better daughter.
So the person I would like to thank the most would be my Coco Tita Bell. And I just thank you for always being there for me. Even though I remember at the Blaze retreat, I was breaking down, I was crying, and she was the first person to be there for me. She was the first person to really talk to me. And she's always been there for me, and she's pretty much my second mother. So yeah, thank you.
I'd like to thank Patricia, my older sister, because even being away in FSU, you always make time for me and you always know what to say, and you really are a really good sister to me. You help me with what I need, and you're always there for me, and that's something I can always be grateful for.
My brother John. Thanks, John, for always being you and speaking through God, or letting God speak through you, saying really inspiring things that always got to me, and even today I still look back at them and remember how much it touched me. And thank you for always pushing me to go far in this ministry and of course go far in my education.
I'd like to thank the ministry Couples for Christ for allowing us members to have the chance to go to Precon and to experience God's love through other people and through this all the time.
All right, there we go. That's it.
Wait,